Hola. Hello, Becky. Hey, Mike. Hey, Southern Cal. How are you guys doing? Hello, Dee. I thought I was going to go to bed early, but that didn't work. So now here it is after 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still wide awake. Sorry, Martha. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Matt. I am just absolutely ducky. Quack, quack. It's finally starting to cool off a little bit here. Oh my goodness, it's so hot. So guess what? I cannot read the Dr. Seuss books yet. I have to get permission from them, so I've got a call into them. There's a number that you can call. Hey, Tiffany. Oh, good, you got notification? Sweet. And so as soon as they contact me back, I have to download a page for permission to read it. And I got tagged. Yeah, I read Dr. Seuss books sometimes in the window here, Mike. Anyway, so I have to wait till I get permission. And I got tagged for listening to music the other night, so anyways, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful about what I do on here, because you know they're sending me information saying, you know, you're a bad girl. Yeah, so what happens if I'm sitting here talking to you guys and I've got music playing in the background? I'm gonna get tagged for that too? Well, that's just redonkulous. I never heard of such a thing. People do it all the time. Hi, Ryan. Ladies and germs. Ladies and jelly beans. Yeah, well, whatever. Live and learn, huh? So anyways, Chaffee was crazy today. Oh my goodness. My son came in, he goes, Mom, do you not hear that noise? And I said, what noise? He goes, that like gun pop sound. Hey, Pat. And I said, honey, I said, it's Fort Chaffee. And he goes, oh. And because all of a sudden it got really loud because everything settled down for a while, I guess. But he's in there on his game, and I guess his game was loud. Meows Pad? Hello, welcome, how are you? That's a cute name. Hey Shane, how are you, hon? Yeah, is everybody doing okay tonight? Good to hear. Good to hear. I've been praying all day for those people in El Paso. It just broke my heart. What do you say, Martha? Hey Quinn, how are you, hon? Good to see you. Yeah, we don't use a lot of foul language in here. Okay. Anyway, so hey Mike, it took me quite a while. I mean, trust me, I know all about it. I had a trucker's mouth a long time ago. But when the Lord does it, it happens like immediately. And even when I get really angry, it doesn't pop up where I want to say it. So I'm pretty happy with that. I couldn't have done it on my own, I'll tell you that. In fact, when I quit drinking, I think it was the Lord too, because after that, every time I drank, I got sick, sick, sick. But I think actually today was a really good day. I wasn't sick all day. You know, I felt pretty good, got a lot of work done. Paperwork, that is. I don't doubt that at all, Matt. Thank you, Southern Cal. It was funny because I didn't teach her. I didn't teach her that. I thought that was hysterical. Hey, Mike, how are you? Yeah, she's a really good dog. She doesn't, when we were on the property, if the Sasquatch came around, she would jump in my lap. You know, she's a big dog. She weighs a lot, you know, a lot of muscle. And she would try to jump in my lap. Not always behind me, but actually in my lap. And it was pretty hard, so I would take her and put her in the camper, you know, RV, whatever you want to call the stupid thing. But she barks at people, and that's it. If someone pulls into the driveway, she will bark. You know, or if someone's at the door, she will bark to let us know. Okay, Ryan. That's fine, hon. But when the Sasquatch come around, she's dead quiet. I mean, quiet. She doesn't make a sound. And if you guys would have seen her at the window the other night, I mean, just seriously, like a cat that, you know, makes that noise when they see a bird, that where their mouths move but they don't really make any noise. That's what she was doing. It was freaking me out. She was dead staring something down, and then she took off running. I was like, oh, we have company. Right, Tiffany, I remember. So you have an update? Okay, Southern. Oh, that's awesome, Tiffany. Except for his lungs. Well, that's incredibly awesome. Yes, praise the Lord. Tiffany, can you email me, hun? I've got a couple things, if he's willing. I've got a couple things to tell you. Oh, really? I wish we'd get some rain. That's great, Tiffany. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Praise God. That is just incredibly awesome. Lots of praise reports in this past week. We are truly blessed. You know, with all the nastiness going on, people need to hear more about the The blessings. We need to preach more. We need to tell people more of the blessings. How you doing, Miss Pat? Finest frogs here. Oh, Quinn, you kill me. Hi, my lurkers. Another praise report. Awesome, Martha. Boy, every single time I thought about it, I put those stupid angels up, those guardian angels with flaming swords. I was hoping and praying that you would say he was gone. We have another one here, some guy that's terrorizing his ex-girlfriend. And now he's got, within 24 hours, he will either be in jail or he'll be out of the state. Knowing him, he'll probably leave the state. My email address is ddjs2000@cox.net. Yep, that's the way it should be, Martha. Yes, Pat, one day at a time, and it seems to be going well. I want to see some of your paintings. Aww. Mike. Yeah, Bella didn't do well in the beginning, but we just kind of went about our business and played and joked around and had her do tricks, and she got over it really quick. Now she'll even sleep in her crate when there's bad thunderstorms. She don't care. Well, yeah, Martha, Bella doesn't like gunshot at all. At all. But I don't see her shake anymore during storms, or even when they do, like the fireworks. She doesn't go crazy like she used to. She's calmed down. Well, we will continue the prayers for him, Tiffany. Yeah, a lot of dogs freak out. Oh, not Bella. You can give her 2 Benadryl and she won't knock out. She'll just have red eyes. She'd be loopy, but it doesn't knock her out. Doctor tried to tell me that for the road trip and it didn't work. Aw, poor baby. I feel sorry for dogs that are scared. That's why they have to be around people like in your bed. What I missed that Shane said. Yes, we will, Tiffany. Bella is, well, I don't really know what she is now because they told me when we first got her, well, they changed it twice. You know what they said? First we thought she was a pit mix, but I don't really think she is. I mean, she's got the jaw of a pit, but oh, it's so great to hear, Pat. I'm so happy to hear that. She's a corgi. I'm really happy for you, Pat. And what did Shane say? I missed it. Oh, sorry to hear that, Ryan. Hey, Patrick. What is who doing up so late? You know I'm up all night long, almost. Yeah, she does, doesn't she, Southern? I don't even know what she is, tell you the truth. Well, we're family, Pat. Oh, yeah. That's one of the reasons why I stay up so late. I can't do the swing shift anymore, but all it took was me working on the night shift at the hospital, and then that changed everything. I actually miss working at the hospital. Oh, welcome back, Shane. I'm not singing. I love pits. Hey, Brandon. How are you, hon? You know, the lady that we got Bella from said that she was a Staffordshire Terrier. But then when I started looking them up, you know, she kind of does. But I think you're right. I think she's a mix. Why is it noisy where you're at, Brandon? I'll say it depends on what you're on. You know what's happened to my computer? Now all of a sudden, which I could hear just fine, now all of a sudden I have to turn everything up full blast, and I don't understand what's happened. I went in and checked all the settings. None of the settings have changed, but I have no idea why. It just makes no sense. Now on my phone, it's different, but on the computer, I have no idea. Maybe my speakers are going out. But they're the external ones, you know, you have to plug in. So maybe something's wrong with those. Wouldn't doubt it. Last time I looked at speakers, though, geez, they're expensive. The best dough ever? Okay, we all have doughs. Spell check needs spell check. Well, so I was going to read you guys a story tonight, but now I know I can't. I don't want to get in trouble again. So we'll just sit here and talk about the weather. Hey, Belle. How are you? I don't know. It's not a laptop. It's a desktop, and I can't stand desktops. Bedtime story voice. Yeah. I was telling stories the other night about my experiences, my first experiences with Sasquatch. It was storytelling time. Every time I looked at the phone, people were just jaw-jacking about stuff like crazy. And then I thought about it. I said, I wonder if they can still hear me. And as soon as I stopped, oh yeah, they could still hear me because I stopped. Oh, I got a kick out of that. Hey, Ramona. My phone was off all day today. You know that, Ramona? I got yelled at by not really yelled at, but my husband's like, will you please answer, Sandy? I have a habit every night of shutting everything down so there's no internet or no phone calls or something like that. Hey, Patricia. Well, I was reading the Dr. Seuss books, but I can't do that until I get permission, and then I have to post the permission, in my description. Then I can go ahead and do it. But I can tell my other stories, mine, because they can't get me for that one. And I have to find a different phone. I don't know whose phone I'm going to borrow. I think one of the kids' phones for the next time. So when I get Tater to get on here and Mike and a couple other people, when I get them on here to tell their stories, that it's not, because that new phone I have, it's hit and miss. Oh, I found a whole bunch of children's stories, Ramona, that don't have copyright. There's a ton of them. I just am waiting. Okay, Shane. I'm waiting for the grandkids to go back to school, which will be in 10 days. Because I don't know, Mike. Because during the day when they're in school, it'll be quiet enough for me to be able to read some of the stories I said I was going to read. But I just haven't been able to do it because it's just too noisy. Okay, Shane. No copyright. Nope. They're free and clear, and I can read any of them that I want, and a lot of them are really good stories. I started putting in my description, if you guys want me to read your stories, just go ahead and send them to me and I'll read them. I'd prefer to stick with the ones that are true, but, I will say it's fictional. I like it better. I think I like it better when people call in and say it, because, you never get the story the same way when you read it than when they're talking it. Well, I wrote 3 children's stories years ago. I just need someone to do the pictures for them, and then I'll send those in. They're for little kids. Yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of times you can tell when someone explains their story, the events, and sometimes, cool, right? Sometimes what happens is when they write it down, it's one thing because they're trying to remember details. They want to write it as clear as they can. But when they're talking, like if I'm saying I'm walking through the woods, and I'm trying to tell you an event, all of a sudden something else comes to mind that happened. And then, that adds to it. A lot of times you can't get that on paper, or people aren't really good. Hello, Maladoma. Welcome. Hello, Desert Flower. Welcome. So I don't, like I said, if I read the stories, I don't have a problem with it. It's not a big deal. But I'd rather have them tell their story. I know there's a lot of places that do that. But there might be some people that really don't want, they don't want to be on a big platform. You're doing fine, Desert. How are you? I do too. My husband was watching some kind of program today, and he called me and told me about it, where this little girl, every time she heard crickets, she would run, I don't know, from room to room or run out of the house or something. I don't remember exactly what he said, but every time she did, she paid attention, something happened. So, and I started he said, you ought to tell that on your live stream. So now if you're in the house and you hear crickets, get out. I said, what happens if it's like here? We hear crickets all the time. Then what? What are we going to do? Leave the state? We have crickets, cicadas, tree frogs, cats, raccoons, possums, skunks. Hey Blue, how are you, hun? Welcome back. Aw. Okay, Shane. Quickie. Yeah, it's even better, Maladoma, when I can read a story, because it's background. Puts people to sleep. We can call them quickets. You know everybody in here is great at making up new words. Oh, I absolutely agree, Mike. I love it in the woods. You have no idea how bad I'm missing my time up in the mountains. Yeah, Mike, you and Joe and quite a few other people fall asleep. You're gone. Where are you going, Mike? Martha. Oh, exactly, Maladoma. Compared to my city life, this is just beautiful. It's peaceful. There's rarely any cars. You don't hear any people. All you hear is the sounds of the night. When are you going camping, Mike? Yep. Well, I had to wait until my daughter-in-law got home, so the live chats aren't going to start anymore until she is home from work. Because if we start getting activity, I know it all stops. So I don't even want to come to the window until after. Well, aw. You're going to go camping tonight? I am so jelly. Nita was here last night, Mike. Well, cool, Mike. Have fun, but be careful. Me too, Patricia. Gambino family? Well, hello, welcome. I would love to, absolutely love to sleep outside in a hammock, but I'd probably wake up with more ants and snakes on me than anything else. Hello, Miss Christie. Welcome back, hon. How are you doing? Oh, yeah. Who I'm looking for is Guard. You know, there's a lot of people that haven't been on in a while. Don't be scared. Where were you working, Brandon? I mean, where exactly? Don't worry, be happy. Oops, I did it again. This is a perfect time to come up with a perfect story. Oh, I know, right, Mike? I have to ask them who they are. We haven't seen the FBI or CIA in a while. Oh, yeah, I used to live in Milltown. Good night, Gambino. Yeah, CIA was funny. He'd come back as FBI, CIA. I was waiting for the next one. Hello, hello, VMAX. Welcome. Claire's missing, and there's a lot of people missing. Jules. Oh, I know some people are definitely lurking. Tony's not here, and Bob's not here, and changing one. You thought about changing? Why? What's LMNOP? Because nobody can pronounce that. You know what would happen, Mike, is they would start calling you the ones before, the ones after. You know they'd come up with something. That was my belly. How's work going, Patricia? And how's your daughter doing? How's everything? Oh, I'm sure. But you're in a much better place, right, Patricia? Don't forget, everybody, keep everybody from El Paso in your prayers. Mitch Jones. Flag is flying upside down. You wrote that before. What does that mean? Mitch. Oh, good, hon. Just keep us posted, will ya? Stop by every once in a while and say hello like you are and give us your update. Want to make sure that you're doing okay. You're always part of this family, remember. Ryan, you just can't help yourself, can you? You need a shower if you're going to go spend the night out camping? Oh, I wouldn't. You're going to attract all kinds of stuff if you take a shower. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I say, oh, here comes Mr. Stinky. Christy, how's your mama? Well, then you'll fit right in with the outside world, Mike. That's a good idea, Martha. Just go roll around in the dirt. Or are you going to go glamping? Okay, cool. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Christy. Absolutely right, Mike. I really need to get out there in that back garden. Oh, it's just too hot during the day. I don't want to go. I want to be lazy in the house, at least a little bit cool. It's okay, Patricia. Okay, Shane, where did you get the fictional stories? Did you make them up or did somebody else make them up? Yeah, I don't glamp either. I might be taking the camper down to Fouke. I mean, I might be, especially if they have water hookups so people can go take showers. No rain, Ramona, no. But I like tenting, you know. When I go out there, I go out there. Well, cool. I know you are, Ramona. Because people want to take showers. You know, all I have is I have this tub, you know, and I put water in it, and that's how I clean up if I have to. But you can jump in the water, you know. There's a lake down there. Of course, you have to be careful because there are, you know, gators and snakes. But if you know what you're doing, you jump in, jump out, cool off. I'll read them when I get a chance, hon. I gotta get my phone. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay. That was very good. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. You'll glamp at your daughters? That's funny. Well, I prefer a tent. I want to be out there in the woods with a tent. Yeah, I know, Belle, but what I have to do is I have to cut everything down and then till it, you know, pull all the stuff out and till it and then put my stuff in it and retill it. It's going to take a while to get that done. I mean, it's not as big as yours, but I think it's 40 by 120, something like that, and it's all fenced in, and I know there's snakes in there, and we have a resident tarantula in there. Only comes out once in a while, but yep, that's what I want to do, Mike. Even though even if I do bring the camper, I'm still sleeping in a tent. Ryan. There's no hotels close by, Mike. Right now the ground is so rock hard, Belle, I'll need to till. There's no way I can do anything but, because I don't have the tools to do anything but. Well, hello, Blind. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. I've been watching your videos. I'm waiting, Shane, till the computer boots back up. I would wish I could print it out right now. If I could print it out, I'd print it out and read it. Ooh, that's scary, Ramona. Why do you have cracks in your yard? I went to the store because I didn't go, so I sent them to the store. One thing I wanted really bad was the first year, the second year that we had the garden going, the corn that we had was so great. No, she's not in North Carolina. That corn was perfect. Oh, and I just love putting it, on the campfire in the husk and cooking it. Oh, cool, Blind. Are we watching it? Yes. Okay, Ryan. What was your sighting of, Blind? Patricia. Yeah, I know. Same here, Verona. Was it a Sasquatch or a DM? Wow. This was by your house? What do you mean we don't believe you, Mike? Oh, cool, Blind. Is it a place where you guys just go walking normally, or was it a brand new place? We believe you, Mike. You keep saying that. Wow. Did it just, well, explain. Did it just walk out, or did it growl at you or throw something at you? Ah, so they're used to you being out there then, huh? It just hit my window. Well, good morning, Annalise. Woo! Yeah, I heard it too. You sound just like me, Blind. That's the same thing I say. You call that an awkward moment, Ryan? Oh my goodness. They had what was it, a paint shop, I think it was. Oh, I don't know if it was a paint shop. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was yeah, it was a paint shop where they painted cars at the end of at the end of Greenwood, at the end of town. And I remember I was working as a medic at the time, right? And all of a sudden we get this phone call, and they want us to go down there, and the police are down there, the fire department's down there. So everybody goes down there, but because the fact that I wasn't working on the ambulance that day, I was at home just listening to it. Well, anyways, on the radio, I'm listening, and it made absolutely no sense what these guys were talking about, because they were always talking about there it is, and they were yelling and blah, blah, blah. So I waited until they got back, and I called, and I said, what the heck happened? You know, because I thought maybe someone got really hurt, and the guy did. When he opened up his shop in the morning, apparently that night, whoever closed up let a bobcat in. And the next morning, that bobcat was wild, crazy, and they opened it up and it went nuts. The guy got scratched pretty bad, you know, just opening the door and he didn't even know what was in there. But he opened up the door, the bay doors, and he got scratched up pretty bad. I guess it jumped on him or something, and it was hysterical because everybody was called. I mean, our town when I first got here was like 710 population, and now it's like, you know, 7,000 or something. But everybody in town went running down there. I mean, police, fire, ambulance, you name it, everybody was down there. And so after I heard, I just shook my head, and I was like, the whole town went down to see this bobcat in the building. Have fun, Mike. Don't get in any trouble. Behave yourself. Oh, there's a lot of feral cats by the Walmart here, too. A lot of feral cats. Yep. Well, I remember when we first moved here, you know, there wasn't even a traffic light in town. There was nothing. What I miss? What did Patricia say? Prairie dog? In your house? Oh my goodness. What, do you sleep with all the windows open or what? Hey, Blind, are you still here? What color was the one that you and your wife saw? Well, Ryan, you have bears on your porch. I would suggest you close your windows at night, crazy person. You're gonna have a bear in your bed next time. Bacon! Bacon, 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 bacon! Probably right, Ryan. Yeah, the one with the bear in the kitchen. They woke up to a bear in their kitchen. That thing chased them all over the house. Husband went and got a gun, kept trying to shoot it. Shot up their house. Go to sleep, Patricia. Bacon is actually something I can eat. Go figure. Blind, did you answer me already? Did I miss what you said? Yep, Mike's for breakfast. Sometimes this chat goes so fast I miss it, and I don't want to miss it if you answered me. Poor Patricia. I feel sorry for you, but I'm really happy for you too. Oh, I'll make biscuits and gravy too, but I put turmeric in mine. Tastes really good. Turmeric with a pinch of Himalayan paprika. Oh my gosh, it is incredible. Yeah, poor thing. Oh, you guys are gonna get, there we go again with the food. Blind, where are you? Yeah, mine too, Flower. I am Annalise. Hi, Arena. How are you, hon? There you go. What color was it, Blind? I don't know, Annalise. You started it. Yeah, now you got me. I want biscuits and gravy now. You guys are so bad. I can't eat biscuits and gravy. I wish I could. I can make it, but I can't eat it. That would put weight on me. Reddish brown. Okay. You know if it was male or female, Blind? Was it far away? How far away from you was it? Long, long hair, like past 8 inches long, Blind? Did I lose my chat? What happened? Somebody say something. There you go. My voice is soothing. Like rocking a baby in my arms, putting him to sleep, telling him a story. Oh yeah. Okay. Hon, you're fine. Arena, that's fine. It's okay, hon. Don't worry about it. The shout out was for the new channels, and I put them in the description. If anybody saw that, I went back and put them in the description so with the links so you can go check them out. The ones here, Blind, that I've seen, the hair wasn't any longer than maybe 6 inches. They weren't real long. The one that Lizzie and I saw that was far away looked like the hair was longer, but it was so dark we couldn't tell. And the one that night that I told you put its hand or whatever in towards the fire, I don't think it was any longer than maybe about 6, 7 inches. Maybe a little bit longer, but I doubt it. Not real long hair at all. That's why I was asking, because, I noticed different states, people are saying, and I think it has to do with weather. The climate in those areas. If you're in colder climates, I'd imagine they'd have longer hair, right? You're welcome, Irina. Probably not, Ryan. Yeah, well, I understand that. The one I saw in the window that night, I couldn't even tell you as close as it was because it was so close. I couldn't tell you anything about the body, nothing. And the face didn't look like it had much hair at all. Yeah, me too, Martha. I can't wait. I want to go watch it. I cut all my hair off, so I'm going to be a bald squatch. They will call you Littlefoot. Oh, I'm sure, Mike. Like I said, I believe it might have something to do with that. I mean, I could be wrong. You're not the first person that said that, though, Blind. There's other people that have said the same thing, that they look like Cousin It, that the hair was that long. Well, that's something I'm asking people, Mike. When they tell me their experiences, I find out what part of the country they're in and find out whether they have longer hair or shorter hair. And it doesn't seem to matter what part of the country they're in. They're red, they're black, they're brown, they're gray. There's all kinds of colors, and they're everywhere. So the colors aren't area specific. The height is not area specific so far, except for the skunk ape. I haven't heard anybody say yet that the skunk ape was like 12 foot tall. Yeah, Ryan, too, here, though, the one in Oklahoma, the lady I talked to in Oklahoma, she said it was a blonde. Even Robert Dotson saw blondes, and he was in Arkansas. Yeah, Mike, the alpha on my property, had a huge face, too. And I mean huge. Well, he was huge. Forget the face, this whole thing was, everything was huge about that thing. Good grief. Good night, Becky. God bless, hon. Hope you sleep well. Well, that's true, Annalise. Love you, Becky. My stomach is starting to act up again here. That'd be funny, Irina. I bet you'd have a lot of people. You'd be up on TV. They definitely would come out and do a show if you if you opened up a wood booger or something like that. It'd be funny. Let's see, what would you call it? Wood booger salon, Sasquatch salon. Absolutely, I agree, Mike. It would. It's actually a fantastic idea. Believe it or not, people love stuff like that. Bigfoot barber. Yeah, but it's got to have the word Bigfoot in it or Sasquatch or something. Mitch Jones says the ancient ones, human hybrids looking for redemption, the fallen ones waiting on end times. Is that what your message meant, Mitch, that you wrote? Because I didn't understand what that meant. I know you said to tell Carrie from Bigfoot Odyssey, but I didn't understand what I was going to tell him. God bless you too, Patricia. Welcome back, Matt. Love you, hon. Keep us informed, will ya? And give your daughter a big hug from me. Oh my goodness, Ramona. Okay, go ahead, go lurking. That would be cool. Arena, I'm telling you, it would take off like hotcakes. You'd have the biggest place on the state. You'd have people coming from all over the country to go to that place. Wait a minute, can you cut hair? Well, yeah, Mike. Well, I get that. I understand that. Totally. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea. If you have a way of doing that, Arena, I would say go ahead and go for it. I think you would really take off. Especially where you're at. No, don't hire squatches. I don't think that'll work. Oh, that's funny. Now I want to run up there and watch Blind's video. Yeah, but you got me on pins and needles now. I want to go see it. I know you said there's no pictures, but still. Stupid ant, I got bit again by an ant. What is wrong with these ants that they bite me? Shame on them. Shame on them. Oh, that'd be funny, Belle, but here's the point. If someone came in and they were all dressed in squatches, I don't think anybody would want them to cut their hair. They'd be too scared. funny, Ryan. And actually, that's a really good name for a book. Can I borrow it? Oh, I know, Blind. I have those days too. Welcome back, Burl. Well, she's going to use it for the bar in the back, so I'll have to find another name for the book. Cameo, you're so cute, Ryan. I don't think there's one of us out there that just had an experience or an encounter that our minds weren't blown. Am I telling the truth, guys? Don't be like Ryan. Yeah. I had the big change in thinking. It's okay, Ramona. Welcome back. I had to, basically, I had to apologize to a lot of people for not believing them. Yeah. Oh, I understand that, Ramona. And Blind, yeah, mine just kind of went on overdrive. Everything changed. I think the biggest thing, like I've told people before with mine, is I just didn't have any place in my head to put it. So, if you're not used to being scrambled eggs, I mean, I know a lot of us get scrambled eggs with certain things we do. You just have to stop and regroup. I was scrambled eggs with my first encounter and didn't have any place to put it. I mean, no place. Yeah, I guess if you're out, well, I was looking too when I first got out, but I really, Ramona, when you were out looking for it, were you a total disbeliever or you were just excited? I don't blame you there. Oh, I know we're being deceived with a lot of things, but we're doing well, Beryl. Thank you. How are you? It's 2:30, Beryl. I don't, like I said, I don't think I ever want to. Hold on. Lizzie's texting me. Yeah, it's 2:33 here. I don't think I ever want to come up on a DM. I mean, I know eventually out in the woods it's probably going to happen. But I'm just hoping and praying that the Lord protects me enough to where I don't get torn into 10,000 pieces. You know? The Sasquatch encounters and sightings were enough. Lizzie? Exactly. There's a lot of, that's why I said there's a lot of people that go out there looking. Well, I don't know anything about the signs yet, but a lot of people go out looking and never find them. But here's the thing. They were probably found. I mean, they probably were there. They just didn't, you know. Yeah, I don't think so, Brandon. I've been told people have carried bigger than that, and you heard something tap on my window? I didn't hear anything, but I'm here also responding to Lizzie. Little monkey. That's what I'm saying, Ryan. I think a lot of people have been out in the woods and they were around anyway. You know, they were around the Sasquatch or whatever, but I just don't think that they wanted to be seen or heard and were just dead silent. I can go out in the woods and get dead silent and quiet and not move, and you guys will probably walk right by me. Agreed, Annalise. All right, I gotta go in the other room, guys. I'll be right back. I have to talk to my grandchild. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Hold on. because he did something to her eye. She's scared. I'm telling you, that girl. She said she was doing a video of her eye and a flash was on. Now her eye hurts. And she's scared. Oh my gosh, poor Gabe, poor baby. Yeah, I know. Well, she doesn't understand. And she's used to Grandma telling her whether she's okay or not, so. But sorry, I just ran up and down the stairs like 3 times. I'm tired. Whew. Yeah, I don't know what to say to people. You know, that new guy that I'm watching, his buddy had a gun, and he automatically was ready to pull it out. Well, there's Black Bear up there, so I understand, but I hope he's not the type of person that would shoot the black bear before he looked around and saw if there was babies, And then if it's a Sasquatch, I don't think they're ever alone, guys. If you shoot one, you're gonna have to deal with the rest of them. It just scares me, I mean, because I worry about people that go out there with that intent. Okay, what is this thing? I have to be armed, But then I'm not saying be a tree hugger, I'm not saying go out there and hand them a flower. But I'm just saying there's got to be a way of telling people that you have to have a certain mentality if you're going to go looking for them. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to describe without sounding like a know-it-all, because I'm definitely not, guys. I'm not. I don't know a whole bunch, okay? Oh, yeah, I know, Brandon. I know you, Patricia. Or no, wrong Patricia. Birchfield. Oh, there's another Patricia. Well, hello, Patricia. When you're upset. Well, good. That happens a lot here on this channel. You're welcome. I'm really sorry that you're upset. Oh, I've heard that not all of them are, Brandon. There are some places like the ones on Tony's property. He's got them both there. I don't think he'd shoot them. He takes his gun out, but I don't think he'd shoot them. Okay, Patricia, I'm glad. If you ever need prayer, Patricia, you're more than welcome. Thank you guys for saying that. You're more than welcome to just tell us you need prayer. You don't even have to tell us what it is. We'll be glad to pray for you. In here, I thought it was Patricia Birchfield. That's why I said I know you. Sorry. Yeah, different things happen to different people. Yeah, so did I, Mike. Sorry. Sorry, Brandon, because I misunderstood too. But there's a lot of people out there that have encounters with DM that don't have, that they're not, well, they're terrifying, but they're not, there's no death involved. With the whole thing, guys, it could be death on any of them, if you think about it. You have to be careful. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You don't ever go alone. I mean, it really is scary for me that people goes in new areas that they haven't been in before and they go alone. My insides are just, Lord protect them, Lord protect them, Lord protect them. Kind of like that, forgive them for they know not what they do. Her name is Allie. Allie? Okay. All right, we will put Allie on the prayer list. Absolutely. Yeah, I've heard of them, Brandon, too. There's also Sasquatch in that area, in the Mena, Arkansas area, that are bad. That's where Robert Dotson was, close to there. Good night, Blind. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'm going to watch yours as soon as I'm done here. Good night and God bless, hon. Ryan, be patient, hon. Robert Dotson he was in that area down there, and he had both the Sasquatch and the DM down there. Some of them were nice, some of them weren't so nice. And one of the areas that he did go to, he was very, 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 very nervous, and they weren't very nice there. So I know there's good and bad in both of them. You just have to be careful with them all, but not all DM are bad, according to a lot of people I've talked to, and not all Sasquatch are bad. So we can't put all these cryptids in the same category, except for the fact that you can't trust any of them. Not 100%. You don't know. Wild is still a word in there to me. There's still a wildness about them. They live in the woods. They have to be. Ooh, iced tea sounds good, Mike. That's a good idea. I think I'll get some. It's only right here, so I'll be close. Oops, sorry. Yep, I've got my iced tea now. I've got iced tea. I don't know, Brandon, but I'm hearing a lot more people on and their encounters that have them both. Yeah, I think it would be. How do I term this? I think it would be a mistake to. I think it would be a mistake to try to put any of these cryptids in a quote-unquote category compared to humans. What you have to do, a person, Brandon, Ryan, Blind, anybody, in the woods for the most of your life, you're not going to be the same as someone who wasn't raised in the woods. Your whole demeanor will not be the same. Okay, you don't agree with it, and that's fine, Brandon. Okay, it's not bull. It's just you don't agree with it, and that's fine. But there's been cases where people have unloaded on them and didn't kill them. They still kept coming. Unloaded on them. Now I don't know what kind of weapons they had, but it's if it was, we wouldn't say that if it wasn't said to us. You know, that people have shot and shot and shot and shot and not phased them. But then again, I've read stories and heard stories about people shooting Sasquatch over and over again, and it didn't stop them either. And then I've heard other stories of people shooting Sasquatch and they died. So we weren't there. We don't know. I just don't want to find out the hard way. Do you? Yeah, what we consider violence, they consider survival. You know, we consider it violent, but that's survival for them out there. You know, and they get used to a certain thing that they see, whether it's a camera or a gun. You know, do they really know what a gun is? You know, unless they've seen it and saw what it did. You know, I mean, think about what we're saying, guys. I give them a lot of credit for the intelligence, and I do believe they are beings, but we still don't know. We really just don't know. You cannot categorize any of the cryptids. I don't care how much experience you've had with them, because nobody knows exactly what they are and exactly how much they know. I can tell you for the 4 years, it's not evil talk, Ryan. It's just, we shouldn't use the word evil, okay? Maybe we should just take the word evil out of it. Exactly, Annalise. Exactly. But Brandon, with all the years of experience of people shooting and hunting big game, they know what weapons to use. How many people are going to go out with an elephant gun to shoot a Sasquatch or a DM? It just this. Okay. I don't know, and neither does anybody else. We have our own opinions, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And here we can agree to disagree without argument. Okay? I'm just going to claim that right now. We can agree to disagree without argument. We don't know if they are demons. We don't know if they... Welcome back, Christy. We don't know what they are. There's not one person in here that knows exactly what they are. So, if you live in Africa and you're used to wild animals, you know which ones to avoid. You know this is a good possibility by living there. You can get killed by one. No different than the brown bear, the black bear, alligators, no matter, right? Well, this is a cryptid, something that's here and there and every place. And people want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Well, I don't think that we need to argue over them. I think what we need to do is learn from each other the best we can. But I don't want to argue about, and I won't argue about it, but I don't want to argue about what they are or what they're not, because I don't know. All I do know is how I feel, okay? And how I feel is Sasquatch are a people. I don't know what DM are. I've never seen one except for my dream, you know? Yeah, well, that's the whole point. You know, we just don't know. And if people have taken them down, okay, they've taken them down. They know what it takes to take them down. You know? You're not going to argue with nobody, Matt. You're too sweet. But I think this is one of the reasons why places get in arguments and people walk away mad, because they say that they know for a fact. They don't know for a fact. Here's something I know. I know my Lord, my God, and Jesus Christ crucified, raised on the third day. That I know, okay? I can't argue. I cannot argue with anybody who does not believe. I can just tell you what I know. But these guys out here, I don't know. I just don't know. I know I've seen them. Um, I know I've felt them. I know I've heard them. Well, I'm sure anything that bleeds can be stopped at some point, but I don't think that should be the topic of our conversation about killing them, because I'm definitely a no-kill. I believe you should defend yourself against anybody or anything, but not go out looking for it. That's the same thing as going looking for trouble. I am one person that loves my Bible, read my Bible. I understand about end times and what the Bible prophesizes about it, you know, about the things that are coming. It's very easy to connect the dots, because he said, learn this, you know, how is it that you can't look at the sky and discern what's going to happen the next day? You know, you should know the signs of the times. Well, we're intelligent, right? So why can't we figure these out? Does that mean we know for a fact? Are we 100% right? I don't know. Oh, I know you didn't, Brandon. We were just talking about whether it could or couldn't, and Ryan was trying to find out why you thought they were all evil. Yeah, there's a lot of us that are a lot of us are in the exact same category. If it's not, if it's not, that's what I saw, the times that I've seen it, if those aren't real and that's my imagination, or I'm totally off base, then so are thousands of people. Yeah, I am very much an anti-kill, very much. I don't even see a reason for going out in the woods and trying to find them, honestly. Okay, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't. I think they should just be left alone. If they want interaction, they're going to have interaction. But you still have to be smart. It's nothing like I thought it was, you know. Well, I don't know Bear, hon. I mean, I've heard his shows, but I don't know him. I just don't think I want to put my life on the line for someone's opinion. But Ryan, he could be having some bad stuff happen. You know, if he's having bad things happen around his house, just like Sasquatch, if someone's having some bad time with Sasquatch, we'll tell them to put lights up and what to do to keep them away from doing destruction. But there are people out there, you know, look what happened, you know, to a lot of the people that get on there and tell about the horror stories that these things have done, whether it's Sasquatch or DM. You know, there are people that have had, you know, some horrible encounters. You know, the guy that got his arm bit off, for crying out loud. You know, left the rest of him, but bit his arm off. You know, the guy didn't even think about bringing the gun with him. I mean, about shooting him. There's no way. Exactly. That's most of us in here feel the same way, Southern. Ow. What's not what you said? What did I miss now, Brandon? I think that's twice now I misunderstood something you said. Hello, Al. What did you say, hun? I am sincerely apologetic. I cannot read all the stuff that's happening. It's not what you said. Ask Ryan? I don't want you boys arguing with each other. We're just having a conversation. No arguing. But it's very hard to get your point across when you're typing. It's not like you guys are having a conversation face to face. Yeah, that's why I said Matt. Yeah, 20 are dead, 26 are injured. Yeah, I heard it too. Okay, well, I don't think he said that either. No, we're not going to get in a gun conversation, Matt. Not going to happen. No, we just pray for him. That's it. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, me too. Ryan and Brandon, you guys need to talk to each other. Sometimes intentionally and sometimes not, Christy. I think sometimes you can provoke them by going into an area. Maybe they're having babies, maybe they're hunting, maybe you interrupted a hunt or a kill. Maybe that's where they just got through moving to, or maybe that's where they built their habitat for their family. I don't think it's always an intentional thing. The people that go out and go into the areas and tree knock and scream, and some of those can be provoked, provocation. See, guys, that's what I'm saying, Brandon and Ryan. Yeah, I think you guys are saying the same thing. You're just misunderstanding what's written in here. It's hard to say it. I think you guys are on the same line, okay? Right, exactly. And what happened in Ohio, Matt? What did I miss in Ohio, and when did that happen? Yeah, they're on in a bar, okay. Brandon, he's saying he's not, yeah. I don't think there's an argument there, Brandon. And I think it was just misunderstanding. You guys are fine. That would be nice, Southern. I don't want anybody going away from here upset or mad. You know, we talk about this stuff. Don't get upset. And I'm hoping so, Southern. I mean, I really hope so. I hope that we can take the time and the patience to learn more and be able to spend more time out there understanding them. There was a guy. Okay, are you boys good now? It's just in the air, guys. Let's not let this happen. It's just in the air. It's been that way for a couple of days. It's okay. It's okay. But you boys should be okay. Let's not let that happen here. But I honestly believe there was a guy that I watched today that said something about the glyphs, and I don't remember his name, but he was talking about the glyphs, and he got them out of ancient Hebrew, and a lot of the glyphs, according to his pictures, made perfect sense. No, it's okay, Ryan. Like I said, between you, I just don't want anybody going away with bad feelings about somebody. I want to make sure you boys are good before we leave the live chat, that you guys aren't mad at each other or nothing. I don't want anybody mad at each other here. We should be able to talk about this even if we don't agree. It's okay. Right, everything's just theory. Here, I'll give you an example, serious example. I took somebody out with me, squatching, right, to an area that I was sure about. I was really sure about. This person was so scared and so upset and kept telling me all the things that they had learned online about what these things do, that I had a hard time taking them out because they already had it all figured out. I mean, they had it all figured out already, and they'd never spent any time in the woods. And yet, because the Sasquatch were around and the feelings were so overpowering that they were around, this person was freaking out, and I had to take them out and say, let's go someplace else, to a place that I didn't think that they were. Okay? It's very, very easy to get upset in an area that you're unfamiliar with. I want to go to Brown Springs so bad. I mean, so bad. And yet, there's a lot of people who said, no, don't go there. No, don't go there. I really want to go. Welcome back, Mike. But a part of me, in the back of my mind says, you know, there's some reservation. You know, Dayton, 7 people dead and 25 injured. Pat, when did that happen? Today? Exactly, Matt. And it being Hebrew makes it 100% better. Okay? Does anybody know that guy's channel? Dang it. Hold on, let me go find it. I'll go tell you the name of it. Hold on. Today. Okay. Okay. That's the one. That's the one that we were told about last night. It's called Bigfoot Live in My Backyard? That's the name of the YouTube channel. What kind of questions, Quinn? Oh, I agree, Lorena. Okay, did you guys hear me? The name of that YouTube channel is called Does Bigfoot Live in My Backyard? If you go check him out, he actually, if you stop it at the first, I think it's like the first 5 minutes of it, there's a picture of ancient Hebrew language that's divided into 3 sections, early, mid, and late. If you look at those glyphs on that, there's a lot of glyphs that he points out and shows, okay? He actually shows it on the structures in his backyard. And it makes a lot of sense because the Y glyphs, you know, and some of the other glyphs that I've seen, the words fit. I mean, I could be wrong, he could be wrong, but to me it makes sense. Thank you for what, Patricia? I wonder if the camo dudes are going to start sending their planes over here. Yep, that's it. It's really good to watch. I mean, it made a lot of sense. Yeah, go check it out, guys. It's not a very long video, but it's really informative, and you're going to be surprised at how many of those glyphs are everything that we see. And the words, you know, like when we see a big X, we say stay out, you know, we see knocked over stuff, it means a certain direction, or where they meet. Are you leaving us, Brandon? But you're okay, right? You're not leaving upset, are you? Okay, hon, as long as you're okay. Well, good night. God bless. And we'll see you back here soon. Probably. It'd be nice if we got some rain and then we could sit here and listen to the rain, wouldn't it? Everybody's opinion in here is worthy, guys. We take everybody's opinion. That's why I said, don't want you to go away mad. You are loved. We are a family. Good night, Brandon. I've seen Hillbilly Chronicles, yeah. Okay, Brandon, just want to make sure. What is that noise, guys? Right. And as long as we can figure stuff out together without getting upset, we're doing it right. She hasn't been home, Mike. We were gonna do a video on it, but then she left. She went to Vacation Bible School, and then she went to her friend's house, and she's been gone ever since. Okay, Ryan, your opinion's just as important, hon. We love you. God bless. I hope you're not going. I know you said you're not upset, so we'll see you soon, hon. Hey, Tony. Well, we're talking about Sasquatch and DM and all kinds of other stuff. Blind Creek or Blind Sniper is uploading a video from an encounter that him and his wife had. Yeah, I'll make sure all that's done, but I want her here to do it with me, Mike. I don't want to do it by myself. I want to make sure she knows how to take it apart, put it together, do all that kind of stuff. So it's still in the box just the way it was until she's home. And this is the last weekend the kids can go out and run and do what they want to do because now they have to prepare themselves for school. Hello, Lukeman. Welcome. And Patricia, are you okay? Hey, Michael. How are you, hon? What are you going to tell me? What are you going to tell us, Tony? Okay, Tony has the floor, guys. If I don't say that, I know I'm going to miss something. Oh, you're so cute, Tony. We love you too. Did you get your PayPal set up, Tony? Is Tony crying? Yeah, well, you need to get on that phone with me and get your PayPal set up, mister. And you mowed till 7? Is that really a good idea? And how many things were thrown at you while you were mowing? And your ears had to be burning because we were talking about you again. Well, I was. I take that back. Not we, I. Oh, you are so bad. Yeah, you better get on the phone with me tomorrow, Tony. Patricia, are you still here? Guys, I really feel led right now for us to pray for her. Can we do that? No, he didn't. I know, Tony. Okay. All right, let's pray. I really feel led to pray for her. My Lord, my God, in whom only shall I serve. The great I am, Master of the universe, creator of everything beautiful, wonderful, gift that you've given us, Father, is love for one another, for the ability to stand by each other, to edify each other, to encourage each other, to pray for each other in your name. Lord, we come together as a family, all of us here in this chat, Lord, all of us standing together as one cord, united in our strength and our love for you. We bring before you Patricia. Lord, she showed up here for a reason, and my heart is heavy for her. Don't know what it is, Lord, but you do. I'm praying for any blessings, Lord, that she may need, whether it be spiritual, physical, financial, emotional, whatever it is, Father. I pray that you bless her and you bless her abundantly. Take away the pain, take away the fear, take away the anxiety, or anything that would inhibit her, Father, from being on her knees and hands raised up to you in your loving arms for you to protect her and know that she is loved. We all go through our trials and tribulations here, Lord, and there's not one person here that doesn't know what those are personally. And I think that's why we're so strong as a family. So, Lord, as you are my only hope, I pray, Father, that you take care of the situation. Give her a miracle, Lord. Show her something that she needs. Give her something that she needs. And I thank you now in advance for whatever it is. And I pray you bring her back. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, family. Oh, man, my heart is heavy for her. Really heavy. Okay, so she is priority tonight for me for prayers, guys. And thank you very much. Your prayers are so important. So important. We've seen miracles here with Chev, with Kevin. I mean, we have seen miracles here. A lot of people, I got goosebumps all over. Oh my goodness. Our Lord is not too, I mean, there's no problems that are too small for him. Yeah, there's been many, 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 and I am blessed to have this family. I just don't think it's just Allie. I think there's something else too. She needs to be the strength. So, okay, all right, enough said. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, guys. Where two or more are gathered, there he is in the midst of them, asking anything of the Lord, and he shall do it. I appreciate that, Arena. There's nothing like family to tear you apart or bring you together, right? It's the best, absolutely the best example of a thin line between love and hate. I remember hearing that when I was a kid, but now that I'm older, that is the epitome, the picture in my mind of a thin line between love and hate is family, because the emotions are so strong. There's no in-betweens, you know what I'm saying? It's very, very hard. Oh, my stomach. It's like, feed me, Seymour, feed me. Yeah, I did go check them out. I found a couple of new channels looking that way. Aw, Matt, you're already adopted. You're into the family. You can't get a bigger family than one you got here. I don't either. My husband's adopted Kevin. They hit it off immediately. Who are you crying for joy over? I didn't, apparently I did not watch the right video. Oh, Martha loves you all, but she loves me more. Na 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 na. Oh, aren't I bad? Rotten to the core, I tell ya. Yep. Oh, shut up, stomach. Don't start. Hey, guess what? I found something I can eat. Ritz crackers. Not very fattening, but I think I want to try some of that, maybe crab salad or something on top of it. Or I'll make my own salad. Turkey salad or egg salad or something. Yeah, well, they actually like me. I didn't get sick. Yeah, I don't have any. I keep forgetting to ask hubby to buy them when he goes to the store. Putting on the Ritz. Yeah, I remember that song. Oh, you're not talking about that canned cheese, are you? I know, Annalise, I'm so bad, aren't I? I've even got the top hat thing. I did that stupid putting on the Ritz in school. College, that is, not high school. And I have a taste for that crab salad. Oh, I have to make my own, though. Wedding sleep. What wedding sleep, Belle? Oh, they have it here. It's nasty stuff, Matt. I can't eat peanut butter. I wish I could. Good night, Belle. God bless you. Weeding. I wonder if you guys were gonna get married out there in the garden. Love you. Good night. Happy weeding. No, really, she's got wedding bells out there in the garden. Yeah, that's a good idea for a video, Belle. Have to have a wedding in the weeds. So did anybody get to see any of the meteors? What a difference a day makes. I won't sing it, I promise. Love you, good night. I didn't say a word, Irina. Hello, Sensible, welcome back. Good night, Southern Cal. Sleep well. God bless you. We love you. Well, I didn't see one meteor. Of course, I wouldn't have anyway because we had cloud cover. I'm hoping some of these people that we do the shout outs to, because a lot of them aren't in here, that they come back and tell us that they've, gained some scrubs. And I can't do it like some of those other channels do where they have a wheel or they give out gifts or something like that. I think it'd be fun. You're having a sneezing fit? Why? I think sneezing is funny. Yeah, God bless you. I think sneezing's funny. I don't know why. Well, I've got free cats. Anybody want a kitten? No, they're not boogering cats either. They're just kitties. Although, no, I haven't seen Tommy in a couple days. Oh, we're so far away from winter, it's crazy. I haven't heard any cats tonight. You guys notice that? Alright, someone go looking for Tommy. Shut up, stomach. Yo, Tommy, where are you? Yeah, how long does your winter last, Matt? What kind of cobbler? It depends on what kind you have. Hello, Diana. How are you? Oh, you're funny, Matt. Good night, Ramona. God bless you, hon. You okay, Patricia? Love you, Ramona. I'll text you tomorrow, I promise. Good night, Patricia. God bless you, hon. We'll be praying. Ow. Get away from me, bugs. Where are these coming from? You guys are so sweet. Look at y'all. I'm so proud of each one of you. I hope Tommy's okay. I know he was hurting. Well, anybody that can go through a hard day, life's troubles, hurting body. Hey, Pammy. All the rest of the stuff. And then come on to this chat and put everybody before them. It's just wonderful. And I'm so proud of all you guys. I'm so proud. So happy. You can fall asleep. It's okay. You have no idea how many people tell me they fall asleep. This noise, this cricket stuff in the background is just so soothing. I've got honey. I've got Manuka honey. Best stuff on the planet. Although I have to admit, I use the Manuka honey more for wound care than I do for internal stuff. Well, I have to take a teaspoon of it every day for my stomach. Ah, I would be too, Pammy. I hope you didn't have to go clothes shopping, Pammy. Food shopping's one thing. Clothes shopping, oh my word. Ooh, Winnie the Pooh. Uh, I, I didn't start it. Tony did it. Tony started it, Pammy. No, I didn't. I jumped on when she had her live going on for a while, but then I had some stuff going on here. I had to get back off. Of course, then when I finally came back, then it was all the stuff on YouTube was about the shooting, so I jumped over to that one and started watching those. Yeah, I watched quite a few new videos and a couple of new people. Go up and clean. Are you a nurse, Pammy? Excuse me. I bet you can't, Tony. Yeah, I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse too. I don't like passing out medication, but I certainly do like wound care. And I love taking care of the elderly. Oh, a whole bunch of grandmas and grandpas. Okay, Martha. No more food. Bad girl. Bad, bad girl. I can just sit and listen to their stories forever, over and over again, repeated over and over. I just love it. It's like kids to me. Where did Blue go? Yeah, they're a joy to me too. I miss them. Aw. I remember when we were kids, my mom would make us those plums, you know. I don't know what, she soaked them overnight in something, and then she added sugar to them, and they were so good. I remember as kids. Yeah, I have no problem working with psych patients either. But my wound care is my best, if I'm allowed to do what I want to do. And I still can't, you know what's really weird? I still can't get out of reading the new protocols. Hey, Wayne. Welcome back, hon. gotta go out and check my grapevine tomorrow. Absolutely, Diana. Matt, that's your answer for everything. You are so funny. What are we gonna do with you? Oh, thank you for saying that, Sensible. My patients loved me. But of course, I always make them I try to make them feel better anyway. Oh, but Matt, trees have feelings. Yeah. Is Matt the brat tonight? Excuse me. I'm sure you guys can all hear my belly, can't you? Grumble, grumble. I wonder what Sasquatch thinks of my stomach. Can you imagine me out in the woods in a tent? Oh, Matt, you're silly. You love the trees as much as we do. You're not fooling anybody, Matt. You are so bad. I don't think they throw cats at me. I think they go looking for some kind of herb or something to put on my tent. No, I understand that too, Arena. I mean, what do you expect when you work in a place that's 95% female? Imagine all that estrogen. But wherever I work, I just do my own thing. It doesn't matter to me what anybody else does. If the aides don't do what they're supposed to do, I just do it. It don't matter. I like things done a certain way. And I had really good aides when I worked on certain floors because they knew how I liked it being done, and we'd work really well together. Especially if they got behind. You know, it's always got to be about a team. If it's not a team, it doesn't work very well. And then you add the hormones on top of it. Oh my. So, patience and teamwork. Annalise, where are the abscesses? Yeah, I couldn't work the night shift. It was just too. I need the activity. Well, most of us work in long-term care. That's pretty normal. You know, we had 20 to 25 patients on each wing, and sundowners is not an easy thing to deal with. Alzheimer's and dementia, depending on what, whatever problems they have, is one thing, but sundowners, a lot of people just don't understand sundowners, and that creates a lot of problems. Yeah, we had one nurse for each floor, mostly 20 to 25 residents, and only 2 aides per shift. Yeah, now if I had to work first and second shift, I'd be fine. But second and third shift, oh my goodness, there's no way. And most of the nurses that I knew that worked there, they'd go to sleep and someone would wake them up if there was a problem, but they'd go to bed, especially if they worked a double. Well, I really honestly believe that most mothers are kind of nurses. I hear someone's alarm clock. Can you guys hear that? Oh, absolutely underpaid. I cannot believe it here, but when you finish nursing school here and you start working at the hospital, starting pay is $14 an hour. Yep. I kept telling them at the place that I worked that everybody on the one wing that was getting sick and had these dermatological issues, I kept telling them that it was mold, and they kept saying it wasn't. And I said, why is it that only the residents on this wing are getting it? I said, I'm telling you, it's black mold. And they kept testing them for scabies and other problems, and people were getting it, and they couldn't find out what it was for, what it was about. I kept saying, mold, mold, mold. Well, they took apart some of the rooms and found black mold underneath the... Okay, Martha. Good night, hon. God bless you. Love you. Yeah, something should be done about that. I always said that long-term care facilities should never be federally run. They should be privately run. Because they didn't want to have to pay to get rid of the mold. And then they ended up paying anyway. But a lot of people got sick, and that's what made me mad. I argued with the owners all the time. They love me and hate me. Well, this area is known for flooding, and that's why. What I thought was funny but not funny was they said that when I came back to work, that they would lose certain residents, they would die, they would pass away. And I go in to some of these residents' rooms, and they would be hanging on, just hanging on. I couldn't figure out what they were hanging on for. And then the staff would get together and find out that they hadn't seen their family members, in a while. So they'd call the family members, and the family members would come in, and that person would pass. Or if we would pray with them, they'd pass shortly thereafter. And I felt bad for a while. And then I realized, they just weren't ready to go yet. They were missing something. So if you take the time to sit down with them and tell them it's okay, that it can go. Some of them do. It's a very thin line, it's a very hard walk. But that's what I loved about that nursing home. They did do that. They would gather the family and say, look, he or she's in bad shape, and I think they're just waiting on family. And then the family would show up, and then they'd go. It has to be a certain, Annalise, it has to be a certain pressure. It's not so much, yeah, if you get humidity inside of a hospital, those that can't breathe, it makes it twice as hard. Germs multiply in heat. And then you have to have positive pressure, for certain diseases. So I understand why they do it. And there's a lot of long-term care facilities that do open their windows and try to air places out, but that it usually ends up that they tell them to close them because the outside air, a lot of people have allergies, that's what the pressure's for. That's what I'm saying, Matt. They just want somebody there. They don't want to go by themselves. Well, I'm in Arkansas, Sensible. Matt, you are South. Yep, he is South. Oh, really, Quinn? Wow, that's cool. Stop it, Matt. Good night, Wayne. God bless you. Sleep well, hon. We call him Matt the Brat, Sensible. But it is 4 o'clock, guys. That is the hour. So I am going to end this live chat. 4 a.m. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you guys very much for praying for Patricia and everybody else that you pray for. And I'm glad that I was able finally to get back on. But I'll probably be back tomorrow, or Lord willing. So I want to say good night to everybody. God bless you all. Be safe. Be good to each other. And good night. Love you all. No, Tony, I'm not waiting. I'm staying. I was waiting for Matt to do that too. Go to bed, Tony. Go to bed. And you better call me tomorrow so we can set up your PayPal account. There's Blue. Okay. Good night, guys. Love y'all.